Ariel.
And Michelle, and we're
we're
the
the
Board Game Tutors.
We're going to be going over today part 1 of just the basics for the board game Abyss. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So here is the board. The main goal that you want to accomplish in this game will be you want to have the most influence points or victory points, whatever you want to call them, to gain control of this underwater kingdom. So how do you go about doing that? Well, as you can see here, here is the game board, and it is divided into 3 separate areas. Um, this bottom third right here, where all the lords can be found, this area is called the court, and there's the stack to draw new lords from. Here's the middle portion, where my hand is. It's all nice and colorful with all these different emblems. And this area is called the council. This is where you'll be able to pick up allies, friendly little sea creature friends, who will help you gain the favor of these lords down here. And lastly, the top third of the board, which is called the depths. Don't ask me why it's called the depths. It's the top part of the board, but somebody wanted to call it the depths. And just like you can do in the council, in the depths, you can also you can gain little sea creature allies of the 5 different types of sea creatures that are in the game to help you convince lords to join your cause. And so, when we're playing this game right here, you can see here, the only thing you have when you start the game is you have this little clamshell and 1 pearl, which is kind of a currency in the game, but also has other purposes as well, which we will go over later. So on this side of the board, this will be my clamshell with my 1 pearl to my name, and this will be Michelle's clamshell with 1 pearl to her name. Over here you can see other components. These tokens we'll discuss later. These keys we'll discuss later. That cardboard mini board over there we'll discuss later. This is the bank. So if you have any need to get more pearls, cards direct you to get more pearls, you go to the bank to get them. And over here, this pile of cardboard, we will also discuss that later. To start off, let's go over the first part of the board, the top third of the board, called this is called, whenever you take this action, it's called exploring the depths. So what you're going to want to do is, let's say I am the first player, so I am going to be revealing cards first. And so I announced to Michelle, I am going to explore the depths. So I flip over the first card. This right here, as you can see, is an ally card. It's a crustacean. You can tell because it's all crusty, or it has a little shell shape over here, and it's green, so that tells you it's a crustacean. And there's a little number 1 here. These numbers on the card are very important because these are the currency, one of the types of currency that you can use to help you get the favor of the lords downstairs. So I reveal this card, and in a 2-player game, obviously I'm just playing with Michelle, my wife, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to ask Michelle, do you want this crustacean? That's level 1.
No.
And so she decides she doesn't want it. These cards range in value, not just the crustaceans, but all the 5 different factions, range in number from 1 to 5. The 5s being obviously more rare. 4's a little bit more rare as well, but not quite as rare as the 5s, etc., etc. And the 2s and the 3s being more common. So I also look at this card and I decide whether or not I want to take this card. Since it's the first card that I drew, I don't really want a 1 that's kind of not that strong of a card to get, so I am passing, and I am going on to the next card. This is a level 2 jellyfish, and you can tell because of the color and the creature that's on it. So these friendly creatures will be helping us recruit lords onto our cause, towards our cause. I asked Michelle first, do you want this jellyfish?
No.
And she said no. I decide if I want to keep it or not. At any point during this phase of exploring the depths, I could just take this card if Michelle doesn't want it, and take it and put it in my hand of cards. But it's still only a 2. I don't really want that. So And if I did that, this exploring the depths phase would be over and we would move on. But I am not doing that right now. I'm going to move on to the next one. I am passing that level 2 jellyfish. This is a level 2 crab. You want that, Michelle?
No thanks.
Okay, so I do not want the level 2 crab either. It's still level 2. Moving on. This is a level 1 squid. Do you want this, Michelle?
No.
I am also passing on that level 1 squid as well. I am drawing the next card. It is a level 5 jellyfish, the most rare form of jellyfishes. Do you want that card, Michelle?
Yes.
All right. So Michelle is taking this card. She will take it and put it in her hand. And as basically payment for interrupting my turn, she will give me her one pearl that she started out with. It goes into my clamshell. So now I have the opportunity of continuing to go on. So I will continue to go on. I will grab one card. It's a level 2 crab. And now, as you can tell, I've run out of spaces to put cards. So I will be taking this level 2 crab, not as high as I wanted it to be, but it goes into my hand. It is not disclosed anymore. It's secret information. If you're paying attention to what your opponent grabbed, obviously I just remembered that Michelle got a level 5 jellyfish. I know she has a level 5 jellyfish in her hand. So it's kind of a memory game, but you don't have to play it that way if you don't want to. So I got a level 2 crab, and you can tell on that last and fifth space, there's a pearl symbol. So as a consolation prize for getting all the way to the end, I take one pearl out of the bank and I put it into my clamshell. So now I currently have one ally to my name, 3 clamshells to my name. Michelle has
3 pearls, actually.
3 pearls. Michelle has no pearls and 1 level 5 jellyfish, which I remember. But you don't have to remember that. I just do.
Well, it might benefit. Yeah, it might benefit you to remember, but obviously your opponent's kind of hoping you're not paying too much attention to what they have put in their hand.
So now that that's over and I got my last card and I got my last pearl, what we do now, as the last part of exploring the depths, is you look at these cards, you see what color this card is. This is a green. I take it. It doesn't go into my hand. I'm putting it over here. You flip over that green card and you match it to the green symbol here, and you put it there. Pink. So you take the pink jellyfish and you put it here. And you can also use this as a little reminder. That's a jellyfish symbol, so that's where you put jellyfish. This is a crab claw. Obviously, crab claws go there. And then the last person, the last friendly, helpful creature, is a squid. You take that one and put it here. Sorry, I'm making the board look like a mess. You can tell because there's a tentacle here, and it also matches the color of the squid. So now, that was exploring the depths. And so by doing this, you will no longer have no cards and few resources to your name. But by doing this, you will have you'll gain at least 1 card. So that's that. Now let's go to the middle third of the board. You can see here, this is the council. So now, as you can see, cards are starting to build up here. If another player did Exploring the Depths and had a few more allies that were not chosen, they would also go to the council as well. And now, the stacks would be significantly bigger. There would be more cards in each stack. Currently, the seahorses have no cards. But for Michelle's action, if she wanted to, she could gain cards by simply grabbing any one of these stacks. So there could be 5 cards in a stack, there could be 1 card in the stack. Basically, it's your choice what you want to go for. Did you want to go for Exploring in the Depths to get 1 ally, or did you want to go here and have the potential of gaining more than just 1 ally? Obviously, you have to use your wits about you. You have to remember, like maybe somebody passed up a level 3 crab here. That's not the case, but maybe someone passed up a level 3 crab. Now, if that's what you wanted, you could grab that card now.
And you wouldn't be able to check and see what the cards were. You have to take them while they're still face down.
Right. So once you take them out of exploring the depths area, you put them face down here, and no one is allowed to check what is there. So in terms of that, you need to use your memory to remember: was there a high card there? Was there a low card there? Um, I I need to remember that sort of thing. Okay, so let's move on to the last third of the board.
So this place is where you recruit lords. It's the court. Yeah, this is the court. So that's where the lords hang out. And you basically use cards that you gained from up there from either the depths or the council in order to help you purchase, or technically it's called recruit, lords. And so we're going to go into the details of that in our next Just the Basics video. But let's say that you recruited this schemer here. You can see the number up in the upper left corner. You can see the number 6 there. That's called influence points, or you can think of it as victory points. So that shows you the number of points that this card will be worth at the end of the game when you tally your point total to see who won. And so next time we'll talk about the details of how you recruit these lords and get them into your hand so that you can get the points that go with them.
And you also might be wondering right now, how does the game end? Well, the way the game would end would be after one player has accumulated 7 lords, so not 6, but 7 lords, in their area in front of them. Then the game would be over, everyone else would get one more turn, and that would be the end of the game.
And then everyone would tally their points to see who had the highest points and won the game by having the most influence in this kingdom.
Okay, and so please join us in our next Just the Basics video for Abyss, where we will go over monsters that occur and when you explore the depths, locations, and also when we start off that video with purchasing or recruiting lords.
All right, thanks so much for watching. Remember, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of what we're producing.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, thanks. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.